And up next.
That's right. You're seeing the
Ultimate, sorry, thank you. Ultimate Alliance. And up next, we have got the Disciples of Apollyonus against TBC. To be continued. And I think that I've got their names right here. We have got well, I had it written down. We've got Washington and Rage and DC representing the Souls of Mischief, also known as To Be Continued.
And, that's right. Oh my goodness.
And I have been scouting these individuals personally just as a curiosity and interest. These are all big, strong individuals. They are tough competitors, and they have a loyalty to one another that I have not seen. But that loyalty may be tested tonight against their opponents, the Disciples of Apollyonus, who are under some kind of crazed, cult-like, hypnotic control from their leader, Apollyonus. It looks like it is going to be Washington and Rage involved in this match, with DC in the corner, but To Be Continued looking to make a name for themselves here at When Worlds Collide. And here come the Disciples of Apollyonus, dropping a lot of their usual pageantry, walking down as a unit. And just out of curiosity, what is your first reaction when you see these very frightening looking freaks, the Disciples of Apollyonus? What is your first reaction to these three individuals?
Well, I would have to say that these three individuals look very dangerous, and what I mean by that is they look very dangerous. Them following Apollyonus is very dangerous, and Apollyonus doesn't care about rules. He is a great leader to them, but a dangerous opponent to anybody else. And I'm ready to see what they can do up against TBC.
Oh, for sure. I definitely agree. I mean, these guys, like you said, they're scary looking. TBC, pretty scary guys too, man. Big guys, big individuals, been around each other their whole life, and they know how to get the job done. But this one's going to be a good one.
And we've got Lovecraft very intelligently going for a cover after a series of exchanges with Rage. No, I'm sorry, with Washington. And we have Washington answering back with a big right hand and a gigantic belly-to-belly suplex. And what is going to be the story here is the speed of the Disciples versus the raw power of Washington and Rage.
And you got to think with them having the power advantage here and the big tag team move, swinging net breaker.
Beautifully executed. Beautifully executed. And that's Crowley knowing his partner Lovecraft very well. And Justice Rage, beautiful, swinging full Nelson. As we said, it is the power game, and they are it to a T. We talk about powerful tag teams in the past. We talk about the Pack. We talk about the Legion of Doom. We talk about, any number, the Powers of Pain. And definitely, TBC, the Souls of Mischief, could be counted in that number in the future. Look at this.
For sure they are.
Look at this. And Crowley going for the jawbreaker. And that disorients Justice Rage just enough. And this is where the mean streak of Crowley comes through. He is an absolutely vicious Wolverine. He's a honey badger. And he will take on anyone beyond his size. It doesn't matter. His only language is pain.
And you've seen the DOA more often in WWN. What would you think that their strategy is against the TBC to walk away with the victory?
Speed and basically strikes. Speed and strikes. And if that doesn't work, Crowley will wrap you up like an anaconda and squeeze you to death with his Koji clutch. These guys are very proficient in both technical speed and striking. But that doesn't matter when you are 6 feet off the ground. And a beautiful delayed suplex by Washington there. And Washington has got Crowley in the corner.
Oh, I think I know what's coming here.
What do you call it? You call it. Oh!
The pounce!
Oh my goodness. Such a strong move.
Shades of the alpha male Monty Brown. A beautiful shoulder block after the Irish whip, just laying out Crowley. And Apollyonus is livid. But wait a minute. Front flip and an enziguri.
Beautiful move there.
What a transition by Crowley. And this is the strike game that I was talking about.
Oh my goodness, speed game on 100 right there.
Crowley, former Golden Gloves boxer, and this again, the strikes. This is basically a heart stopper. He is driving the elbow repeatedly into the sternum. It's nasty to look at, back and forth, and then he just doesn't care, dropping it again, forcing the oxygen out of the body of this stallion of Washington. And this is what I was talking about, the Koji clutch.
Oh my goodness.
And it is locked in. I can't believe that Washington would tap, but bigger men have tapped to this. Crowley is dangerous. And Crowley let him go.
Tell you what, Washington definitely held on there, showing his strength.
He certainly did, showing his strength and heart and passion. And here comes Lovecraft to pick the bones of Washington, and it is not enough. And DC on the outside, watching this with concern. He knows that he has got to get in a big crossbody. He knows Washington has got to get the tag to Justice Rage. And Crowley destroying any hope. And also breaking that arm with the hip attack. Jawbreaker disorienting Washington.
Still trying to get that tag too.
Still trying. He and trying the best to get it going. And now what? On the outside. Wow. But he's not watching his back.
Oh, the disrespect.
But it was smart. Wow. It was a smart move. He had it scouted. He knew that he was going for that diving knee. And it is Justice Rage sending Lovecraft back in. And wait a minute. Look at beautiful Terrible tactics by
goodness.
To Be Continued, distracting the referee.
Wait a
While
minute.
Justin...
You keep throwing a chair in.
What? Okay, now, this is one thing. This is not a no disqualification match. But Lovecraft is now caught between three giants. Oh my God, a spine buster. On the outside, so many head games being played by TBC right now. There's a chair in the ring. They've got Lovecraft isolated. They are using the power game to perfection to break down Lovecraft of the Disciples of Apollyonus. Is this something that is typical of TBC?
Well, I think when TBC first made it into the wrestling scene, or I can only speak for PWR, they first had a tag team tournament where they had to deal with LAX. And then they faced LAX in a street fight or tornado street fight. So I think from that one match that they had against LAX, they've taken that aspect of that one match and made it a mission in their group to fight as dirty as possible to get the W. Their only goal is to beat people up and win championships in the process, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Yep, they are definitely showing off for PWR right now. Crowley finally escaping the torment there and staring down Washington. And wait a minute, we know what this is.
Hey, what's this here?
We know this is the coast-to-coast missile dropkick, and it is Apollyonus approved.
Oh my goodness.
And definitely pulling Washington up and out, and it is Lovecraft and Washington once again going back to earlier, stomping the chest where he had dropped those elbows earlier. Crowley is a very, very intelligent, taken down by the fireman's carry and a stomp to the face. Washington now in control. Oh, right to the neck with the knee. Is this it? The cover. 1, 2, kick out.
That's the 2 count there.
1 second away from victory was to be continued. Oh, with a spear. Cover. Is it over? 2, 3, and Lovecraft not able to make the save, and this is To Be Continued's night.
What a great match we just witnessed there. Oh my goodness. To Be Continued. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to BWR as well, and BWR. I believe this one is also in PSW, am I not right?
I believe that some of them are representatives signed with a contract with PSW as well.
QT, who represents TBC as well, the PSW Intercontinental Champion.
And we will see him later tonight in our one of our Champions Showdowns in our 4 ways that we have in our matches. And once again, crushing the skull with that knee. And the spear was a fantastic power move, but I believe it was this point where it was almost over. And Crowley just on pure instinct. But here it is, big spear. Looking 100 times better than anything Roman Reigns can throw. We have got To Be Continued. And this is when worlds collide. Big victory from the TBC.
I mean, when he hits you with that spear, man, I don't know firsthand, but from what I've heard, you lose. You cannot breathe. You're completely, your breath is